Good morning, students. Political Science, Chapter 6, Judiciary is going on. In last video, we have discussed about the jurisdictions of Supreme Court. We have discussed two jurisdictions of Supreme Court. First was original jurisdiction and second was writ jurisdiction. Two jurisdictions are remaining. Today we will discuss about the remaining jurisdictions of the Supreme Court. First of all, we will talk about the appellate jurisdiction. सुप्रीम कोर्ट इज द हाईएस्ट कोर्ट ऑफ अपील इंडिया में किसी भी केस के रिगार्डिंग क्रिमिनल और सिविल केसेस के रिगार्डिंग बोथ टाइप्स ऑफ केसेस सुप्रीम कोर्ट इज द हाईएस्ट कोर्ट ऑफ अपील. देयर इज नो वन कोर्ट above the Supreme Court in our country. A person can appeal to the Supreme Court against the decision of the High Court. Against the decision of lower courts, we can go to High Court, and against the lower court or High Court, we can go to Supreme Court. So we can appeal against the decision of High Court. We can say that, however, High Court must certify that case is fit for appeal. That is to say that it involves a serious matter of interpretation of law or constitution. If High Court is certifying that the case is fit for appeal, then the case can be appealed in the Supreme Court. In addition, in criminal cases, if the lower court has a sentence the prisoner to death, then appeal can be made to the High Court or Supreme Court. यदि किसी लोअर कोर्ट में किसी भी पर्सन को डेथ की सजा मिली हुई है, लाइफ सेंटेंस सजा मिली हुई है, इन दैट सिचुएशन दैट द पर्सन कैन अपील इन सुप्रीम कोर्ट और हाई कोर्ट डायरेक्टली. Of course, Supreme Court holds the power to decide whether to admit appeal even when appeal is not allowed by the High Court. If person is get the punishment of death, then High Court is not allowing for appeal. In that situation also, Supreme Court can decide that whether to admit appeal or not. Appellate jurisdiction means that it means the Supreme Court will reconsider the case and the legal issues involved in it. यदि कोई भी केस की एक बार सुनवाई हो चुकी है, उसको लीगल इश्यूज को रिकंसिडर करने की जो जुडिक्शन है, इट इज लाइज टू द सुप्रीम कोर्ट. इफ the High Court too have appellate jurisdiction over the decision given by court below them. So lower court or subordinate against the decisions of lower court, district court or subordinate courts. Against the decision of these types of courts, High Courts have the appellate jurisdiction and Supreme Court have the appellate jurisdictions below the all types of courts, like High Court, District Court, Subordinate Court, etc. Next jurisdiction is advisory jurisdiction. It means that the President of India can refer any matter that is of public importance, that which involves interpretation of Constitution to Supreme Court or for advice. यदि ऐसा कोई भी मैटर है, ऐसा कोई भी सब्जेक्ट है, कोई भी इशू है जो जनता से जुड़ा हुआ है, पब्लिक इंपोर्टेंस का इशू है, एंड दैट इशू इन्वॉल्व्स द इंटरप्रिटेशन ऑफ कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, उस इशू को सॉल्व करने के लिए कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन को इंटरप्रेट करने जरूरत पड़ेगी. इन सच केसेस प्रेसिडेंट कैन रेफर दिस मैटर टू द सुप्रीम कोर्ट फॉर एडवाइस. द सुप्रीम कोर्ट इज नॉट बाउंड टू गिव एडवाइस ऑन सच मैटर्स. प्रेसिडेंट कैन आस्क फॉर एडवाइस, but Supreme Court is not bound. Supreme Court can give advice or not give to advice. It depends on Supreme Court. And the president is not bound to accept such an advice. If president has asked for advice from Supreme Court and Supreme Court has given any advice, but president is not bound to accept such advice. Either he can accept or not accept such advice. Its utility, its importance, utility of advisory jurisdiction is twofold. First, it allows the government to seek legal opinion on a matter of importance before taking action on it. किसी भी इंपॉर्टेंट इशू के ऊपर सरकार को लीगल ओपिनियन चाहिए, देन गवर्नमेंट थ्रू द प्रेसिडेंट कैन आस्क फॉर एडवाइस. दिस में प्रिवेंट अननेसेसरी लिटिगेशन लेटर. इफ गवर्नमेंट एडवाइस नहीं लेती है तो बाद में कोई इसके खिलाफ पीआई लगा सकता है कोर्ट के अंदर. यदि गवर्नमेंट पहले से एडवाइस ले लेती है, यदि गवर्नमेंट सुप्रीम कोर्ट से पहले इसके बारे में एडवाइस मांग लेता है, देन फ्यूचर में कोई इसके खिलाफ लिटिगेशन नहीं लगा पाएगा. सो इट प्रिवेंट द misuse or unnecessary litigation. In the light of the advice of Supreme Court, the government can make suitable changes in its action or legislation. After the advice given by Supreme Court, government can follow, government can make changes in that matter, in that law, in that action, according to the advice of Supreme Court. So it's very beneficial, it's very important power of the Supreme Court. Now there are two articles that are related to the jurisdiction and powers of the Supreme Court. First is Article 137 and second one is Article 144. Article 137 says that the Supreme Court shall have power to review any judgment, pronounced or order made by it. यदि कोई भी डिसीजन सुप्रीम कोर्ट द्वारा लिया गया है, अपने द्वारा दिए गए जजमेंट डिसीजंस को भी सुप्रीम कोर्ट रिव्यू कर सकता है. सुप्रीम कोर्ट कैन हैव द पावर टू रिव्यू इट्स ओन जजमेंट, इट्स ओन डिसीजन एंड इट्स ओन ऑर्डर मेड बाय इट अर्लियर. Article 144. All authorities, civil and judicial, in the territory of India shall act in the aid of Supreme Court. All the authorities of civil and judicial, all the institutions in the territory of India have to act in the aid of Supreme Court according to the regulations and rules made by the Supreme Court. Both articles help us to understand the unified nature of our judicial system and what are the powers of Supreme Court. Decisions made by Supreme Court are binding all other courts. If any decision taken by the Supreme Court, then all other courts of the country have to follow all these decisions within the territory of India. The Supreme Court itself डिसाइड द केस ऑफ कंटेम्प्ट ऑफ सुप्रीम कोर्ट. यदि सुप्रीम कोर्ट कोई कंटेम्प्ट कर रहा है, उसके खिलाफ भी सुप्रीम कोर्ट खुद ही सुनवाई करता है. सो दीज आर द जुडिक्शंस एंड स्कोप ऑफ पावर्स ऑफ द सुप्रीम कोर्ट. दैट्स ऑल फॉर टुडे.